Hello YouTube and welcome to Overvolted. If you haven't watched our intro video, please go check that out. Links in the description. It'll give you an idea of what this channel is going to be about, what type of content we're going to be creating. But that video was actually shot in the future. And unfortunately, I live in the present, where I have to do a lot of work to get to that point. So today, we're going to do a few things. We're going to turn a literal pig pen where they kept pigs, into a YouTube studio. So first, let me give you a little video tour of the once Pigpen future video studio. So, this is where they used to keep the pigs. They kind of unfinished this space and put corrugated metal on the walls, epoxied the flooring, removed the carpet, and you can kind of see where the pigs have been. Kind of gross. On all these poles, they look a little, very nice. So, step one, cleaning. So that's looking pretty decent. Still not, amazing, but, we're gonna go with it. We're gonna go with it for now. At least it's clean on the floors. And speaking of the floors, it is time to put something else down other than this orange. So, we've got a big old stack of this workout mat stuff. Yeah, let's give that a shot. Let's replace these house lights with some nice LED non-yellow bulbs. Much better, much better. All right, take a look at that. We are finished. We've got some new flooring. What do you think? I think it looks good. We've got a desk / workbench table here where I'm gonna do some projects, and it's got a little trick. Oops. Got a little trick that I have to figure out how to do. Whoa. All right, so this will be the workspace. I'm gonna have to figure out where the camera is gonna be mounted and get some lighting set up. And I'm no professional, but we'll see if we can make it look halfway decent. The idea for the lighting is we're gonna take this whole section here and we're gonna turn it into a giant softbox light. Basically hanging shower curtains from the ceiling, walling that off with shower curtains, the white kind that have that opaque, hopefully diffusing layer on it. And then we're gonna shine work lights up at the shower curtains, and we'll see how that looks. All right, so for this project, we're gonna be using these Room Essential shower curtain liners we got from Target. Just four of those. I don't know how many that I'll need, but my plan is to cover an entire large section here to make a very large looking light source that is nicely diffused. Now, for the source of light, I mean, for the time being, I'm just gonna use these work lights that I have. This one I already had actually, and then this one I just went to the store and picked up because look at all those, man. It's the GT light, so it must be good. So, let's give it a shot. Okay, so is it perfect? No, it's shower curtains. It's not gonna be perfect, but I think it'll do the trick. And just in case we didn't have enough lights, we went and got this dual head LED, 20,000 lumens. That's all the lumens that there are. So we're gonna set this up now and put that behind the softbox. And right behind, we've got 3 different, well I guess 4, because this one has 2, 4 different work lights, shop lights. Let's see what it looks like when it turns on. Wow. I don't know if you can see that, if it shows up well, but that is bright. Not bad. And it looks, at least from my angle here, nice and diffused. So we'll check and see how it looks on camera, and you guys can decide. Hey there, VoiceOver Steven here, and it is decision time. Let's take a look at these 2 photos. The one on the left is before any of the softbox lighting went in, and as you can see, the lights from above cast a harsh shadow on my face from my glasses, as well as just across the neckline and onto the shoulders. Compare that with the right image that just looks a whole lot better. None of the shadows are as pronounced, and it's overall a better looking quality video. Goal achieved. And these house lights are all off at the moment. So yeah, once I take a look at this footage, and we'll see if it needs correcting, or if it would be good enough to shoot some videos. And this is not the permanent camera angle. We will figure that out later at a later video. I'm gonna actually unbox the camera, so stay subscribed so you can see when that comes out. Hit that little ding-a-ling bell thing, and then you'll know. So I'm probably gonna be putting the camera a little bit more this way, aiming down at the workbench here. We'll get an anti-static mat that'll be grounded so we can do some cool electrical stuff, get a soldering station set up. We're gonna get all that going in a different video, so stay tuned. In this video, what is this room missing? All right, and I'm sorry guys, until I get all the cameras mounted around here with the different angles and tripod setup and that sort of thing, I'm going to have to show some of this stuff in vlog style. So I promise the video quality is going to get better, but for now, this is what we got to work with. So this is an Olatov, it's this brand here if you want to check it out. Olatov RGB strip, as well as the matching power brick for it, and this as well was from the same company. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna undo this RGB tape a little bit. It comes with 3M adhesive backing on the back of it, and we are going to actually stick the RGB to the underside of this little trim here, and we're gonna go all the way around the room, and then somewhere over there we'll hook it up to power. And guys, I'll put links to all of these things in the video description, so if you want to grab the same or something similar as what I'm using, you can just check out those links and get them. Let's get to it. Oh no, I ran out. I guess I ordered the wrong size, and I kind of only got this corner done. So I'm gonna have to order some more to do this other corner here. All right, it is a new day and the RBG strips are in. I figured I'd take you on a little tour of the studio space now so you can kind of see what all the work amounted to. So first up on this side, I've got a tripod right in front of this table where the camera is for the most of the time going to be mounted in that sort of fashion. I've got the workbench / desk situation here where we're going to do some projects. The floor is nicer looking, and you know, it's at least squishy. It feels nice on the feet. We've got kind of a living room space set up over here. It looks homey with a little fake fire and a and a chair. We've got a lot of knicks-knacks just sitting up on that thing. That'll probably change. I just grabbed what I had around me. We got a bike here, kind of framing off the set. The RGB I think looks pretty good. It's fully addressable, so it can be customized to whatever theme we want to go with for that day. And yeah, if you were wondering what this cool glow is behind the bike and behind the chair, I'm gonna pull back the curtain a little bit and let you in on a little secret. It's just a lamp with a bulb in it. But I lined it up right behind that post so you can't tell. You can't see it. Shh, don't tell anyone. And it's the same thing over there. It's another lamp. Don't worry. But yeah, I like it. It's looking really good. A lot better than it was. A lot more camera friendly, we'll call it. And of course, we've got the softbox light behind us lighting up this whole scene, which is working out really well. Leave a comment, like this video, subscribe, all this stuff, but really, I want you to leave a comment and tell me what you think. Tell me what you think I did right, what you think I did wrong, which is probably a lot of things, so don't go overboard on that one. Anyway, that's it for this video. See you guys.